Hey y'all, I'm back. I thought I would go live today and then go live later on Patreon and kind of go more into depth about what I'm going to be speaking on today. Now, today we're going to be talking about spiritual twins. Is there such a thing as a spiritual twin? Hi, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Is there such a thing as a spiritual twin? So a lot of people don't believe in spiritual twins. Some call them twin flames or twin whatever. But I don't call them that because some people absorb their twin, when they're in the womb. And usually people who absorb their twin in the womb carries around a spiritual twin deep within. And some people realize this, and when they realize this, it comes with a lot of strange things that happen throughout their lives. And when you have a lot of strange things happening to you, certain people that want to get near you, sometimes you have to figure that out spiritually. And when you figure something out spiritually, then you're all good to go. Without anyone trying to manage or use, whatever things that you are able to do for them. You can't do that anymore. So, I mean, unless they want to look very foolish. And what a perfect day to look foolish on April Fool's Day, right? So, y'all like my jacket? This is a weird outfit that I have on today. I have a Hermes scarf on with all these weird colors. I have a Thanos jacket on, a satin Thanos jacket, a red Chloe bracelet. Look, I'm styling. And I have this scrunchie on with pineapples, yellow, green, and dark blue. And I have on, y'all don't even know what else I got on. I look like straight up rainbow bright. It's a J. So, yes, I'm a vibrant looking person today. Now, and I also have like a lot of clothes in my closet. Like, I took over my whole entire closet. I have clothes of every color, every pattern. Like, I have too many clothes, and I just wanted to wear a lot of them at the same time so that I could look like I knew something about fashion, but I really don't. Okay. You said, is this April Fool's? It could be. It could be. But we don't know. It is April Fool's, so April Fool's, y'all. But still, I like, I don't know, this could be me. I could pull this look off, definitely. So do y'all like it? I think it's cute. I probably wouldn't wear this to like any type of occasion or anything, but since I'm not really going anywhere with anybody, then it doesn't really matter. Thank you. So I was going to wear a hat with this, but I couldn't find one that matched. So like, I didn't want to go too far. You thought I was ripping Crown Rock? Girl, now Thanos. Y'all want to see the glove in the back? Y'all know me, and I love gloves, men with gloves. Freddy Krueger, Michael Jackson, Thanos. You got the glove. No glove, no love. All right. So, I also have a Thanos mug, you guys. I'm trying to tell y'all, Thanos is like one of my favorite Marvel characters. You like my jacket? Oh, thank you. It's not my jacket, I'm borrowing it. So, like I would buy this jacket. I'm borrowing it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm borrowing this jacket. Yeah. So I inspired you? Well, I inspired a lot of people, but a lot of people say that I'm a fraud. You know, they say I inspired them, but whatever I inspired them to be was not whatever they say. But you know what? If you think I inspired you, then so be it. I feel special since you feel like I inspired you. Oh, yeah. I don't think I think many people can learn things from watching people. Just watch them. Be observant. You know, I think many people can learn things about themselves. It's like spiritual twins. You know, if you watch yourself, which I do, which is weird because I watch my own videos. Do you ever do that? Like any YouTubers in here watch their own videos? It's kind of strange. But it's kind of also like you're talking to yourself without talking to yourself. So I watch my own videos and I will watch the whole thing through. And people will ask me, why are you watching your own video? Because it's different when you watch it versus than when you're doing the video. So I tend to watch my own videos a lot. Like I always watch my own videos after I record them because I'm entertaining to myself. Literally. I try to find another video to watch, but they're all boring and they're not talking about what I want to hear about. So I just watch myself. And after I watch myself, I get bored because now, like, I gave myself my own messages and I said, oh, that sounds good. Did I really say that? I must have been channeling. You know, I channel, and when I rewatch my videos, it's like I'm talking to myself. So I'm getting the message twice. And when I get the message twice, I feel like I'm my own spiritual twin. Right? And then when other people watch my videos and they get my message, they get my channeled message. And when they watch it, they get the understanding of me as I watch it. So it's very interesting. Yes. Sometimes you don't know why you do certain things, but then later on you know it was all for a purpose. Did I talk about Lil Nas X? I think Lil Nas X doing the same thing. I think Lil Nas X likes to watch himself. I think Lil Nas X likes to poke fun at other people and troll them while making art at the same time and accepting all his flaws at the same time and making it work for him like a true alchemist does. I believe that video was self-observance and acceptance as well as a channel, you know. So I definitely think Lil Nas X is, I don't know if he came up with the video concept, but whoever came up with his video concept is very, very wise. A lot of people are upset about that video, but they don't really see that video. They don't relate to that video. Unless you relate to something like that, you probably won't like it. Yeah, you can't relate to something, you won't like it. You'll just see it for what you think it is, but that's only what your thoughts are. hmm So, and the funny part about that video is that all the other people in the video were actually him, just in a different outfit or a different costume or a different form. They were all him. So, everything that he did in that video was basically him talking to himself, inspiring himself, doing all those things himself, because that is the only person in the video. So he was his own freedom and his own trap at the same time. And to be your own freedom and your own trap at the same time is it's a nice thing. It's a good thing. Because no one else can use that against you. No one else can use those things except for you. And I think he figured that out on time, right when he was supposed to. What does Satan symbolize? Whatever you want it to symbolize. Other people's criticism of you, suppression of your lower self, beating your lower self, being dominant over your lower self, but they should all be equal selves. They all have a role to play. So I think that's why he made the video, to say that he doesn't see anyone as good or bad. He just embodies them. And it is what it is. And I don't think he feels guilty for anything, or making that video, or his lifestyle, or doing whatever he's doing, because that's who he is. And he took the guilt out of it, and he took out the taboo out of it, and he took the but he left the shock value. And so now everyone's talking about him. And he came off of the internet, and he was like, everyone thought he was going to be a one-hit wonder, but now he like made his own way, and now he's out. He's like the number one trending topic. So you said Satan means opposition. Not if you not it's not opposition to some people. Like some people, like some friends are enemies, but you still use them for what you need to get from them. You just don't always tell them certain things. Frenemies. That's the same thing as a Satan. It's a frenemy. Because, like, if you think about it, in all the movies you watch, the evil person or the devil person or the backstabber is always the nicest one, the most friendly, the least suspected. So you always have to suspect everyone who's nice. And if you do that, you'll never run into opposition. You'll just run into, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay, no wonder, it'll just lead to answers. So never feel like you're being opposed. Gather the information and proceed. That's what I do. I don't see nothing. You're not my enemy, but I know you ain't my friend. So What information do you have for me today? What knowledge are you going to give me? What am I going to remember later on about you that's going to um, take me to where I'm trying to get? So that's how I see. That's how I see it. And when I look back, I don't see any opposition. I see just a lot of things that have made me way better. Um, you say everyone is your friend, everyone is your enemy. Exactly. People can change tomorrow. People can change today. People can be your friend 1 minute and you say something, and then the next minute they're your enemy. So I've learned that being on YouTube for so long. I've had trolls that were fans first, and then they became trolls, and then hidden trolls. But at the same time, I always knew that they had to be fans first in order to be trolls, in order to be hidden trolls. So if you know your fans and you know your trolls, and you know that there's some hidden trolls, you know their triggers. And they think they know your triggers. But do they really? Probably don't. And if they did, they would have pushed them by now. So, April Fools, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so anyway, what y'all doing? How y'all been? Yeah, a lot of people signed up for my Patron already. Thank y'all so much. I mean, I woke up this morning and I saw so many people had subscribed to my Patron. I'm thinking about tequila. Patreon. I don't even drink anymore. Well, I kind of drank on my birthday, but that was only one time. But I'm trying to get my Patreon up so that I can do more in-depth videos with people. And I'm going to be focusing more on mental magic, mental suggestion, power of suggestion, things like that. So we're going to be focusing on just a lot of different things. Decoding is still going to be on there, but we're going to be focusing more on a lot of things that people use today in spirituality. And you don't have to dress like this and look crazy to be spiritual. This is just my April Fool's outfit. Okay, I'm gonna look like, oh, I'm a fashionista. You knew I was gonna drink on my birthday. Well, my sister always forces me to drink. She always forces me to drink, no matter where I am. If there's alcohol, she's gonna put it in my mouth. I promise you. So me and my sister share a birthday, and she had an open bar too. Oh my goodness. Open bar, free drinks all night. Whatever you want. I tried to stick to wine. I think I took a vodka shot, but that was the only shot that I took. But everything else, I just had white wine. So, he said, my sister sounds fun. She is the life of the party, I'm telling you. And she always there were so many times that she made me drink. It was like the stories that I have. I built up a high tolerance for alcohol due to that. But the stories that I have with her. So, you like the way I'm dressed? Thank you. I bet, gracias. So, I found this old thing I used to wear back in the day. Y'all remember this? I had took all my charms, like my spiritual charms, and put them on one necklace. And I found it in my drawer today. I was like, let me see what I put on this thing. So I have this green unk. I have the Eye of Ra. I have Archangel Michael. I got a key. I got a black feather. I got an amethyst. Another skeleton key. I have 2 skeleton keys. And this mirror. It's like a brass mirror. And then I have a dream catcher. I'm like, what the heck was that? And then I have a devil's, whatever this thing is. It's painted like copper. And there's an evil eye, a moon, and a red beads on it. It's like a devil's pod. So I got all these things on this chain. And I'm like, why did I put all these things together? Oh, well, it matches. So let me put it on. And I'm like, I have so much junk in my house. Like, if I go walk around my house, I can pick up, it's not junk really. I just have a lot of stuff. I can pick up like a bunch of stuff and use it. Like anything you need, I got it. What you need? Oh, I got that. So it's funny. It's kind of like I already had all the stuff that I needed, and right when I needed it, I found it. You said, imagine if someone dropped this and I found it on the street. I dropped it one time and I thought I broke it, but I didn't. And I picked it up, put it back on. But there's nothing breakable on here except that mirror, but it didn't break, luckily. So yeah, I was going to show you guys. Someone had sent me these twin tarot cards. I think it was Sandy. Yeah. And she had sent me these cards. And I'm like, why did she send me these twin cards? And I started looking at them. I'm like, interesting. So, like, I was like, I really resonate with this person, the Hermit. This is me. I'm a hermit. And the funny thing is, there's 2 hermits. One from the front and one from the back. So, I'm like, yeah, Hermit is my card. I thought I was all these other cards. Like, I thought I was this Wheel of Fortune, but I'm not. I thought I was this. I still could be, but I really resonate more with the Hermit. But these cards are so cool. This card is very interesting. It's transformation. But as you can see, there's like a lot of interesting symbolism in that. I think some people are going through that right now. I like this card too. This is also my card. Patience, temperance, I have, my wings are black though. I have black wings, not white wings. Last year for Halloween, I was like a dark fairy or dark angel, and I had black wings. Okay. So there's the other twin of temperance. I don't see how. Yeah. I really don't resonate too much with some of these cards, but some of them I do. So here's the devil card. Oh, don't mean to show naked body parts. Sorry, y'all. Here's the devil card. So the devil card is a twin within himself. If you can look, see the colors. I'm trying to cover up the naked people because, you know, YouTube. So he's a twin within himself, but also you see the gold in the center, the 3 pieces of gold. You know, so you gotta watch out for this character. They're not who they seem. And then here we go. The Tower. So the Tower is also a twin card here. I'll show you the twin towers. Very interesting, right? Lightning strikes from the left on one and lightning strikes from the right on the other. And if you put them together, let me see something. You put them together, they're 2 different towers. One is on a cliff and one is surrounded by water. So one is about to fall, but the other one is protected. Sprinkle, sprinkle. These are some interesting cards. I don't know. The name of this deck is Twin Tarot Oracle. Maybe you can find them on my shop. I might have these on my Dark Realm online occult shop. So these cards, very, very cool. Okay, so we have the Fool for April Fools. So instead of knowing that he's falling, his back is turned to the cliff. He doesn't know that he's falling. And a little black dog pushed him or barked at him or scared him or something. The dog ain't dumb enough to fall. That could, but the fool's twin probably saw what was coming. And sometimes the fall isn't bad. Sometimes the fall is just rebirth, or sometimes the fall is just going back to the beginning. You don't know. It's the Gemini duality. Okay, so then we have the Lovers twins. Ooh, hold on. I got to cover up the naked bodies. So we have these. It's like the Cupid is over the guy's head on both of them, but then over the girl's head, there's something missing. But on this card, it's like this blue and red. What is this thing? I can't even see what this is. Oh, some birds. I guess they're love birds. Because there's a pair of birds over her head. And then there's a cherubim over his head. So, you know, that's very symbolic. And then, of course, they're by a tree. So this is where they did the do, you know. But before, they were looking in opposite directions. And so how could they be lovers? But then you see something changed during the season change. So this is kind of symbolic. And here they were fully clothed, and over here they were naked, which is symbolic for here they were portrayed as fully clothed or cloaked, and here they were naked, which means they were who they were. So you have 2 aspects of the lovers. You said Bridgerton. That does look like Bridgerton, don't it, girl? Look. I burn for you. Now y'all know what that show is about. Mm-hmm. It does kind of look like them though. So I'm not even. laughing about that because it really does look like that. And so then we have the world. The world is encompassed by silver and gold spirals, a circle. It's like she's trapped. But then let's find the other version of the world, if I can. Because there's always two sides to every story, not just one. What fun would that be? I'm trying to find the other. Okay, so it's not there. Let's see what we can find. Do I even have it? I guess she's not in that little circle thing anymore. Maybe there's... Yeah. I'm going to go through this until I find the other one. Let me see, making sure I didn't drop one. Do y'all have these cards? Or have y'all seen that Bridgerton show? I see a lot of code in that show, definitely. I just try not to decode it because I wanted to actually just watch it to watch. Just to look at it as entertainment value or, you know, whatever. But then I started to decode it naturally because that's what I do. I don't see another world card. Maybe there's only one world. Yes, no other world card. But they will try to convince you that there are two worlds when there's only one, because just like in the twins, in the womb, one absorbs, the stronger one absorbs the weaker one. There's only one world card in a whole deck of twins. And I think people try to convince you and trick you into thinking that there's a parallel world, and there's not. There's only one. No world card, only one. And that's the world that remains. The real world. Except the real world is this. That which is trapped is the other world. So it's all one. Then you have the balance, the black and the white. And then, of course, the star above, which shines light on the world. Always. Oh, there is another world card. It was hiding from me. April Fools. So do y'all want to see the other world card? On one, she doesn't look happy. She's like standing there with her hands and these red ribbons. She's looking kind of sad, as if she's being bound somehow. And the little dogs are looking there like sad. They're not happy. But then over here, she's dancing and having a good old time, and so are the dogs. And then the star appears. So this is when she feels controlled, and this is when she feels free. because there's a star shining upon her. And then everyone's happy around her. This is when she feels sad, when there's no star above shining on her. And the dogs feel her sorrow. And so they share within it. And I think through the empathy, then the star appears. So I feel that's another reason why I took the star out of my name on this channel, because I'm not the star. I'm free. But yet I'm bound by myself. So you said Lilith versus Eve, right? I'm free, but at any time, you know, you can put it back. You can look to a star to help free you. But if there's nothing shining on you, you don't feel as if this binding is really worth it. Okay. So without the starlight shining upon you, this world seems not so good. So I am not the star. I am the, like Michael Jackson says, except it's not we, it's I. We are the world. I am the world. And then Michael says, I am the light of the world. So you have to choose your position. And the position that I chose was to be not the star, not the light, but to be happy and joyous in my world. You said the world was become one because, yeah, the world has become one. You didn't see that? Everyone was happy in that. Everyone was all on the same frequency. Everything, the dogs, the two dogs, the black and white dogs are both happy and jumping up. Everyone was dancing, and the silver and the gold were intertwined. See? So, in a sense, that's what it was. I was trying to find the other one. But yeah. I don't know. These cards, like when I look at cards, I don't try to read my fortune or anything anymore. I look at the symbolism in it. It tells a story. It gives you knowledge within of self, because these cards are speaking to you. And then the twin cards, especially the twin cards, speak to both sides of you, at the same time. So what you thought you knew or didn't know about yourself can be revealed in just looking at it, observing yourself. Observe yourself. I observed myself, literally. When I watch my own videos, I observe myself. And I have so many videos over the years that I've been observing myself for a very long time. And through observing myself for a very, very long time, I know how people see me. And I know how they try to approach me. And I see through them a lot. And sometimes the me who's channeling and the me who's not channeling have different thoughts or memories. It's very strange, but it is what it is. um, you like the Fool's card? Yeah. Um, when I was a kid, my favorite, Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. My favorite cartoon, one of my favorite cartoons, because I had so many, was DuckTales. I loved the theme song of DuckTales, and I memorized it. And I still know it to this day, and I still sing it. That was the best intro song ever. And the sad thing is, like, okay, so they had Launchpad, right? He was like a goofy character that was like the helicopter pilot, right? But he would always crash. But they kept rehiring him. But this fool would always crash. I think he was crashing on purpose. Because either way, he was about to get paid. Anyway. My favorite character in that whole thing was Launchpad. Whatever his name was. He had the easiest job. Wasn't really good at it, but still got paid and never was fired. Couldn't get fired. I don't know why. Maybe he had some secrets or something. That's why that's why Scrooge had to keep hiring him. You know. No, he said Darkwing Duck. That came on after Darkwing Duck. Oh, I remember Darkwing Duck. Oh, do you remember the villain lady? And she had like purple and black on. She was always after Scrooge's fortune. It seems to me she wouldn't need the fortune if she had magic. Maybe she wouldn't really after his fortune. Like maybe fortune means something else to other people. Maybe it wasn't his money. Maybe it was something else. Fortune. Mm-hmm. So the money was never the target. Never. It was just a symbol of the target. I don't know, like a lot of people feel like they take things too literally. And some people don't. And some people take things half literal and half symbolic. I think that's where you have to be. In order to see what really is, you have to take half and half. You got to take everything symbolically and then everything literally, and then you got to put it together and see what you get. Because that's where it lies. That's where it is. That's where it is. In the middle. And you can walk on both sides at the same time. So, just like you can keep a job and be really bad at it and still get paid. You know those people that just suck at their job and nobody will ever fire them and they just sitting there doing nothing, just Do do do. Why don't they fire them? They must know something. They must have a connection or something. I don't know. I don't get fired because they really just suck. Well, I don't know. This does sound like you at your job. Like, have you ever seen those people? It's hilarious. Then people get mad at them because like they put in all this hard work and then they don't ever get promoted or they don't ever get, you know, looked over when they do something wrong or, why? Why? Mhm. I think it's because the power of suggestion. Do you remember? Okay, I forgot the name. Oh yeah, it was Ted. Y'all remember Ted? The movie Ted with the teddy bear that talked, and they told Ted to get a job, and he said everything wrong, so he couldn't get the job, but they gave it to him anyway. It's kind of like that. You say everything wrong, thinking that they're going to not like you, but then they like you more because what you're saying is what they want to say, but they can't. And so they like that you can say it because they can't say it. So they hire that person to vicariously live through them and their no care attitude. So, yeah. And when, like, if you realize, like, that movie is really weird. He would talk back to his boss and everything. He couldn't even lose a job if he tried. So he just do what he do. He was a magical being and a magical creature and an anomaly, and that's what he was, and everybody was trying to get him. um, y'all like Ted? Ted was crazy. And how did Ted become? The little boy wished for Ted on his birthday. He made a wish that he had a best friend or something, or his teddy bear was real or something stupid like that. And then he came to life. Mhm. When you wish upon a star. It's kind of like Pinocchio. Hmm. So, yeah, Pinocchio started off as a wish, then a puppet, and then he became a real boy. But after, of course, having to go through all this crazy stuff, but that little Jiminy Cricket, the little consciousness that he had, helped got him through. Mhm. And then he ended up having to save his quote unquote father. Had to go find him inside the big whale and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, did you decode the no, I didn't. I don't decode any of those things that I think are fake news. Like I stopped decoding the news because it's too fake. It's like fake news, but fake news. Well, I'm not finna waste my time decoding fake news unless it pertains to me. A lot of people try to decode everything in the news, but that's not for them. Like you'll know, you'll hear it. Your ears will perk if it's for you. That's how I feel. Like I don't hear anything unless it's for me. Everything else is blah, 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 like on the Charlie Brown. When the adults are talking, it's blah, 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 blah. And like one word, you hear it. Okay, that's for me. So I think it's just part of whatever, just knowing certain things. You said sing that Disney song? Yes. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. See, I never wished upon a star. Hmm. Are you going to decode? Yeah, I already did that earlier. Oh, the shoes. The opposition shoes. You said Satan shoes. How could I? Look at my shoes. It is what it is. It had like a drop of blood in the shoe or something like that. Well, I don't know if I believe that there was a drop of blood in the shoe. I think that was just all for hype so people could buy it. You see a fake blood. um, you said you thought of the Cardi verse. These is bloody shoes, right? Um, you said a drop of blood in the soul. Oh, okay. Well, some people, when they create shoes or clothing, they do magic on it. A lot of the fashion um, industry as well put stuff inside of their fabric or the dyes and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? Or it could just be metaphor, or it could be mind games, or it could just be the power of suggestion to make you feel like that is real blood in that shoe. So either way, it's what you believe that creates whatever it is the effect ends up being. So you said Stephen King had them twins in the movie? Mm-hmm. Well, Stephen King, he writes a lot of movies, and he always appears in his own movie. Every time. He pops up, hey, I'm here once again. A lot of artists do that. You think that, the writer is also a character and pops up in the movie all the time. So, yeah. I think if I was a filmmaker, I would do the same thing because y'all know I got to be seen and heard. I'm going to pop up too. And be like, hey, how you doing? And then I'm going to pop back down and keep writing. Telling the story. Creating the characters within my story. And then my story is a mystery. Because no one knows how it ends except for me. I sit up, I hop out and pop back in because I'm my best friend. Okay. So I only know how this story ends. And so do, a lot of people want to guess how it ends. They want to bet on how it ends. They want to predict how it's going to end, but it ends how it ends. It may never end. The never-ending story. Also one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna subscribe to the I keep trying to say Patron. If you're gonna subscribe to my Patreon, like I said yesterday, there are lots of PDF books on there that you can read. So that's worth it altogether. And you don't have to stay subscribed. If you get in there and you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. But there's lots of decoding and breakdowns and videos, and I'll be doing more videos in there as well. More exclusive stuff that I don't feel comfortable talking to a lot of people about on, on the public platforms. Yeah, you said I will always be here, just like Michael Jackson, baby. You can't get rid of him if you try. He's gonna pop up everywhere. Everywhere you go, you're gonna hear his music. Everywhere you go, you're gonna see him on, somebody. Like everywhere you go, he's always going to be there. And also there's a lot of people that are impersonators of him. You go to Vegas, you're going to see him. You go to New York, you're going to see him everywhere. Everywhere you go, every store you go into, they're playing that music. It's like, dang, is that just everywhere? I can't escape. You said I'm going to join Trump on social media. Well, Trump took off his, he I don't know what you call it, but he was with the Actors Guild or something. He retired from the Actors Guild. So perhaps that's why, he was tired. He was like, I'm old. I got to go. I'm out. But he was influenced by Michael Jackson. I mean, can you even imagine? So it seems like all the presidents so far have been influenced by MJ. Like he's always at the White House. Period. He's always up there. Every president, they had to say his name many times. He's like Destiny's Child. Say my name, say my name. He's not trying to disappear. So, that same energy, that's an energy. That's an energy that can never die. That's a powerful energy that can never die. Never can die. It's a very powerful energy. And I think a lot of people that use that energy, or that energy uses, I should say, because that energy is very powerful. A lot of people that energy uses, they choose certain types of people to use that energy, or for that energy to be used through. I don't know why, but it is what it is. You said James Brown influenced MJ. James Brown, Jackie Wilson, Little Richard, all of them. All of them put together. Yep. Many inspired one, and then one inspires many. And then becomes a very powerful energy. You can't break it up after the one. It's over. Okay? That's why no one can top MJ. So when you inspire many, or when you're inspired by many, you become one. And when you become one, no one can top you. You just, and even though they want you to disappear, still after you disappear, you keep reappearing over and over through other people. It's like the energy can't die. It's too strong. So it reappears forever, over and over. And if you think about it, all through history and mystery, my story, there's certain archetypes that keep reappearing, especially in movies, especially in history and mysteries and mythology. They have the same character type that keep reappearing over and over and over, the same trio, and so it's going to always repeat, and someone has to play the role of certain people. And some people play more than one role at the same time. Like in the movies now, you have people dressed up in prosthetics. You have people playing different characters and roles. And so you have Lil Nas X playing himself as an alien, snake, demon, devil thing, an angel, and a fallen angel. He's playing himself over and over. So the energy will never die. And many inspire one, but one can never inspire many because the energy never dies. So many will always be inspired by one. Done. Ting. You say Eddie Murphy does that? Yeah, he sure do. A lot of the greats you will see playing themselves in other roles. They will always be dualistic or more. They will never be one. They will always be many, but yet be one first. That's probably why, the whole twin factor and the twin thing is so mysterious, and they can't figure out why the DNA is the same, or why they have connecting thoughts, or why they can sense when one is in pain, or because their minds are one. They don't have a separate mind. They maybe have a separate brain. They don't have a separate mind. It's all one. So when you come from something like that, that's very powerful, and people try to claim you and destroy you and confuse you and make you feel like you're not this or not that, and they try to bring you down and they try to rule over you until you realize what you are. And people always ask me if I believed in twin flames. No, I am my own twin flame, which means I am one. People will always say, "Oh, you believe in twin flame?" Nope, I'm my own twin flame. I don't believe in that stuff, because they try to separate you, and they can't. You can't separate twins. So, especially a twin mind. And the same thing happened with MJ. Before he was born, his mom, or I don't know if it was before or after, but anyway, his mom was pregnant with twins and one didn't make it. That energy has to go somewhere. So it probably went into the next born. And so you have two energies within one body and one mind, but they're dualistic in nature because they can be in two places at one time. That's probably why he was one of the most talented of the family, because he had more than one energy. Mhm. Do I think there will be another pandemic? If people believe that there will be another pandemic, if people believe in anyone who creates pandemics, probably. Believe in yourself, believe what you think. The power of your own mind is very powerful as well. If you don't have a mind, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. So twins are the separate expression of one energy. No, one energy is the separate expression of twins. It's backwards. Look in the mirror. Look at the man in the mirror, like MJ says. If you look at it from a different perspective in reverse, then you'll understand it. You will see. So so I come to the realization that a lot of people will confuse you. A lot of people will make you think. A lot of people will try to inspire you. A lot of people will use trickery. But at the end of it all, you know, it brings you to your realization. It brings you to your realization of you. I guess it's kind of like the Matrix movie, Neo. They kept calling him the one, and he didn't know he was the one. And he thought he was, he thought Morpheus was like more powerful, but then Morpheus got in a weak spot, and Neo had to actually go and save Morpheus at the end of the day. He was the one. But he couldn't get powerful until he believed that he was the one, and he is the one, and that everything was everything. So left brain, right brain. And then he had Trinity. So he was the one, and his woman was Trinity. And everything he did was first it was for Morpheus, then it was for Trinity. But Morpheus knew Trinity before Neo did. Then Trinity became Neo's. Boop. How do you use alchemy to merge the masculine and the feminine? You don't. The masculine and the feminine naturally are merged because the masculine is female first, in physical form anyway. And the law of gender is also universal principle. So in the physical world, but in the mind, it's already merged. I guess it depends on your perspective of things. You said twin energy has been occurring for a while. Like like the twin towers, they were destroyed and then one was built in its place. So the two became one. And altogether there were three. Just because they were destroyed does not mean that there was never three towers. Just because they were like the twin towers in that card deck, just because they were struck doesn't mean they never existed. And then in its place is the one. In order for that one to ever existed, there had to be two first, and then the one was born of the two. And so, forever that date will be remembered in history that there's three towers and only one remains. So everything will I mean, it's just repeated over and over and over and over and over again all the time. And once you know that, it's a wrap. It's like, okay, now I know what it all is. How to not let the massive success of others bother you. I don't care enough about others' success to bother me. Because they're not my focus. If success was my focus, I would be focused on my own success than other people's success. It's a matter. My success or I might, like, people describe success as one thing and other people don't even use that word. Like, I never really use success as a word. I say, what am I doing? Do I wake up happy to do what I do? The success is natural, or the wealth or the prosperity or whatever is natural, not something that I, am jealous of. It just comes with it. It just comes with it. It's like when you buy shoes, the box come with it, baby. I ain't got to buy no box. The box is included. Okay. So it's not something that I look for. It's just, I don't type when I go online to look for shoes. I don't type in shoes with a box. Shoes. Okay. Yes. So focused on self. Once you realize who you are, you can't get hung up on others people. People don't get hung up on social media success. Social media success can be bought. Like, if I wanted more subscribers and if I wanted all that, I could just buy it. People can just buy that stuff. It's not real. But I don't buy it because I don't care about it. When I had few subscribers, I still did videos almost every day. It didn't matter. There are people that can buy subscribers, or the people that can say things for shock value to get subscribers based on false pretenses, but that's okay. It's fine. Whatever makes them happy. As long as they're happy when they get up in the morning to do whatever they do, then so be it. As long as I'm happy getting up to do what I do, then that's what it is. But, caring about other social media success of others, I don't even look at their videos. I look at my own videos most of the time. Somebody has to send me their videos in order for me to even look at it, because I don't go looking around for it. People are always in my DMs and in my inbox sending me stuff. Like, if I don't see it naturally, it's not for me. Like, I don't care enough to see it. If I was looking for it, I'd find it, you know, but I wasn't looking for it, because if I looked for it, that means I was seeking that type of knowledge. And if I was never seeking that type of knowledge, then why is it in my inbox? Why are people bringing it to me? Why are they bringing it to me? Why are they presenting something that I don't care about or anything like that? Why are they bringing it to me? Am I special in some type sort of way? I have to look upon these people that I'm not looking for? I don't know. So, if I don't find it naturally, don't bring it to me. That's number one. I don't care. If I didn't find it naturally, I don't care. Literally. Okay, like, what is this delivery service? If I send someone something, it's because if I do send someone something, it's for a purpose. Not because It's because I think they already know, not because I think they don't know. It's more of a confirmation versus, did you see this? Look at this thing. Look at this new person, or look at this message that this person is giving. I don't care. If it ain't my message, then why do I care? Everybody has different messages. That doesn't mean that my message is going to change because of their message. That's their message. It ain't mine. So stop bringing me their message. If you like their message, take their message. You can take mine too, but don't bring me theirs if I'm not looking for it. That's the beauty of, like, not caring about something else. If you don't seek it and people deliver it to you, why? You ain't getting no tips. You're not an Uber driver. Come on. Stop bringing me stuff I don't care about. If I find it, I find it on my own. All right. Oh, and I want to thank somebody. I don't know who it was, but I'll probably have the name later. It's so slick how people do stuff, and it's kind of cool. Someone ordered something from my store under some name and purposely sent it to the wrong address so that it could be returned back to me. And it was a gift for me. I know it was a gift for me, or some things that I needed in order to know certain things. So it's kind of cool how they did that. Or maybe they weren't conscious of it at all, and it just was working itself out. How should we react when someone we thought close to us steals from us? If they steal something from you and they were close to you, and don't trust them around your stuff again, I guess. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Get your, there's nothing you can do if you allow a thief in your house and they steal from you, but not let them back in and let them know, I know you stole from me. You ain't coming back ever into my house. Thank you. Yeah, join. There's a lot of books in there. A lot of books on my Patreon. All the books, not all the books, but a lot of books that I have recommended, like from the start, they're in there in PDF form. So it's like a little library in there. Also, like-minded people. Also, things that I broke down biblically, not social media wise, but like things that were in the news. Just a lot of things that I broke down, decoding as far as my level of thinking at the time, but definitely more to come. Like I said, power of suggestion, knowing thyself, because sometimes you think you know yourself, but you don't know that there's more aspects of yourself until someone else recognizes it in you, and then you're forced to find it. You're forced to find, you know, more. And when you're forced to find yourself, no one can tell you anything else after that. Like, no one can tell you who you are anymore after you find your own self, from being forced to have to find it. Like, you think you know yourself, but there's an aspect of self that you don't know yet. And it comes from observing yourself. So, thank you for everybody who did subscribe to my Patreon. I will always put in the community section here when I'm about to go live on Patreon, so that y'all can go log in or whatever y'all got to do. So it'll always be like maybe a 5 to 15 minute. I'll try to do it earlier in the day so people can have more notice, maybe an hour or two notice. Just check. I'm going to try to go live every other day on this channel, and then maybe on my other channel the same, like, switch it out. I might be doing memberships on the other channel and seeing which one works out better for me. The Patreon versus a membership. And then maybe I'll switch to membership over here if it's good or better. Yeah, it's weird to comment on the Patreon videos. I think you have to go to the link. Like, when you're watching the video on Patreon, you got to click the YouTube. There'll be like a little thing on the video that says YouTube. Click that and you'll be able to come in like this. But it's going to be a private or unlisted. Okay. That's what I did. You said that if they have the Patreon app, it's better to comment on. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, you can download the app. So, when people talk to you, there's lots of songs that talk about this, but you also have to put this is how I say it. People that try to steal from you, steal energy, or cross a boundary with words, so to speak, some people know that and they don't like it. And when you don't like something a lot, it's not good. It's not a good thing. So try not to do that anymore on this channel, because, a strong feeling of dislike towards an individual for doing certain things from someone who, knows what's happening is not a good thing. That ain't good. Believe yourself. Believe in yourself. You know how they say, or Michael Jackson says, I believe in me, so you believe in you. Because you know what happens when you do that, right? You get taken back up into the one, and that's it. Then you end up like my ringtone. Okay. Y'all know that ringtone. But like I said, I'm still going to go live on regular YouTube like this. Like, this is a long video. But the other exclusive stuff is in the Patreon. And like I said, you can stop your subscription at any time. Don't matter. All right. Yes. You said happy April Fools. You said explain that again. Well, you'll end up like my ringtone if certain tricky words are used on purpose by certain types of people that are trying to go where they're not invited. That's the best way I can say it. I said it forward and I said it backwards. If you don't understand it either which way, then I'm sorry. Okay. Another, yeah, exactly. My favorite inspirational quote: I believe in me, so you believe in you. MJ. You believe in me. If you believe in me, you should believe in you first. Boop, boop. You said the best quote? The best quote. Yes. That quote will take you far. You said, was MJ good or bad? Both. Duh. Didn't he have an album called Bad? You're both. It's not, you don't have one. You can't be all good. You have to be bad and good. You got to be good and bad. Are children all good? Or children all bad? No, they're both. Everything is dual. Some things are more than dual. Some things are multidimensional. So I would say MJ is definitely multidimensional. And many people are just dualistic. But when you're multidimensional, plus in a dualistic body, very powerful. Mm-hmm. Very powerful. So figure that out. I should do a decoder mystery school. Mm-mm. I'm not a school. You know what they call sea animals or fish? A school of fish, because fish are not a school. There's a school of fish, and I'm a Pisces. There's a school of fish. You get it? That means they take my knowledge from what they have learned by observing me, apply it to themselves, and then they become a school of, by, from, through me. Fish, Pisces, or one who lives in the waters, of the waters. So, school of fish. Not fish school, but school of fish. See? That's why Geppetto was swallowed by a whale, because a whale is a mammal. But it's also in the ocean, and it does not swim in schools. So therefore, that whale could be a school. But the fish can't be the whale. Get it? The divine goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, paint on, baby. Paint on. Thank you. So, triple goddess and divine goddess, there's tiers. Like levels. And there's steps. You got to go down. And if there's a staircase, then you can go up and down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do you help others? Your wisdom is invaluable. My wisdom is not invaluable. My wisdom is for those who seek it, to learn from it. So she is what can you call it? Whatever you want to call it. We're all creators and we can create our own stuff. So yeah, school of fish versus a whale, not the same thing. It's kind of, the symbol of certain things. A lot of the symbolism around certain things are the fish, and it's actually just two arcs. It's two arcs that created a third arc. And if you look at the symbol of, I don't have my whiteboard, but if you look at the symbol of Christianity, it's just two arcs going in the opposite directions with a cross. So up, down, multidimensional symbolic meaning that represents or symbolizes a whole religion or a whole thing. But it's the fish that is the symbol. And symbols are universal. Symbols are old. Archetypes and characters change. Occur. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes I can't see some of the super chat, but thank you for the super chat. If you sent one, I'll look at it later, and I'm sure. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. Oh, you asked about the cat? The cat's all good. Or the cat's good. Pisces Vesica. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. $4. Yeah, and I don't know. A lot of people are coming in new, and I tell people, believe in yourself first and foremost, because I believe in me. And when you don't like something that people are trying to do, it normally has a reaction. So just be aware. Be aware. Like, just be very aware, or just be very observant about certain things that are being said in the comments if you are saying them. Because if I don't like what the comment is, even if it does come with financial gain, it doesn't matter. Because I think I was watching this Jay-Z interview where he says, yeah, they'll treat you nice and they'll pay you well. No, they'll pay you well, but they'll treat you bad. And when that happens, a lot of people get sick. And when Jay-Z said that, I already knew what he meant. When you talk to certain people, intentionally with certain words that are not meant for their own good or have crossed some type of boundary, not good. Okay, so don't do that. Not good. Not good for anybody. I promise you. Past life regressions. There is no past life. There's only this life, which is eternal. So, if you can remember, then it was never the past. Because you can't remember something that already happened. You can only remember something that you have the pieces to right now. It's like a puzzle. Like your puzzle pieces aren't in the past, otherwise you can't remember. So therefore, there is no past. There's only puzzle pieces that look like the past or are called the past, but it's not the past. It's just a piece of the puzzle. So, piece of the puzzle that was once a big picture that was taken apart has to be remembered by each puzzle piece. Now, the puzzle piece is all in one place, not in a distant, quote unquote, past. Therefore, no past. No past. Only puzzle pieces. Just like this Thanos glove. Look. When he got this, it was game over. He had this, but he needed this first. Or last. He had to get this. When he got that, a bunch of people disappeared. And see, a lot of people did not understand Thanos. They didn't realize Thanos. Thanos ended up alone in his own world. But he had that glove. So was he really alone? Did he have options? He had that glove. So he always has options. Anyway, you're drinking coffee and water? I'm drinking many things. I'm multidimensional. I have to drink 2 drinks at the same time. Y'all already know this. Every time y'all come on my videos, I have 2 drinks, always. Y'all never noticed that? I always have 2 cups. Y'all know this. How long y'all been watching me? I always come upstairs with 2 cups in my hand, like, always. Are y'all? Yeah. So, this may be a little far-fetched for some people, or you might know what I'm saying, but if you don't, I'll say it in layman's terms. I don't even have to use my own words. I could use someone else's words that would fit perfectly. And in the words of Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You can't catch what you can't see. Or you can't hit what you can't see. That's what he said. Something like that. You look, that quote is classic. Uh-oh, what? A hold on. I gotta read this. Hoes turn their heads like owls. I'm the man of the hour. Triple entendre. Don't even ask me how. Con Edison flow. I'm connected to a higher power. Hova. Yup. Y'all know I like me some Jay-Z. Jay-Z, Hove, Sean Carter. He got 3 names too. You know, people with alias names, several names. A good thing. Always have more than one. That's the best I can tell you. Hmm. The power of 3. Charmed. The charmed ones. Jigga. Let's see, there's so many names. I was listening to a song this morning, on to the next one. I'm like, that's the song right there. That was the song. That was the song, the trigger song. When I heard that song, it was like that video, oh my goodness. Subliminal messages. I don't know how many times I watched that or listened to that song, but it definitely took me to somewhere that I needed to go. Mm-hmm. How do you find your true purpose? Your true purpose. Well, I don't know how you're going to find your true purpose, but how I found my true purpose is I don't think there is a true purpose. I think your purpose changes throughout your journey. So, my purpose 10 years ago was my true purpose then, or in that, age. My purpose now is this, and my purpose tomorrow is going to be something else, but it all is going to be the same purpose when I reflect back on it eventually. So, your purpose is whatever you want to be. What do you want to be? What do you want? What do you see yourself as already? What do you resonate with? That's your purpose. Doesn't matter what it is. All right. Whatever you resonate with, whatever you're very drawn to, that is your purpose. Hmm. There's more than one purpose. You don't like many purposes can add up to one purpose. You don't know why you're doing this until later on. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is why I did this. I thought this was my purpose, but it all seems like it's coming to a head. Because all those things start adding up into one purpose. So don't feel bad because you have so many interests. Do all those interests. You're going to need them later. Believe that you will need all those things later on down the line. Everything that I've done and that I thought was my purpose, I use today. All of them. I did not have to choose one because I am one and I know many things and I chose many things. And we don't have to label things as a purpose. It's knowledge, it's wisdom, it's action. So you don't have to have a purpose. What are you drawn to? What is attracting you? Go be attracted to it. Go experience that. When you come out of that, or after you've experienced, what do you have? Go to the next thing that you're attracting, or it may come to you. Now that you know, now it may come to you. And once it comes to you, what does it have to offer you? What purpose? And keep doing that until you are the purpose. I know that's kind of deep, right? You are the purpose. What is your purpose? You are the purpose. Duh. Ah. It sounds crazy, but you are the purpose. You are on purpose. You are on purpose. You are the purpose. You are on purpose. You are purpose. What if he says he's not here to take of you, or to take care of you? What if he says he's not here to take of you? Is that what you mean? Then don't listen because he's lying. Like I could go in a circle all day, or I can go down the middle, or I can zigzag. There's an infinite area. So the best way to figure that out is to observe them. I'm not here to take of you. I'm here to do what? What are you here for? If you are not here to take of me, what are you here for? You want to give to me? What are you giving? What do you expect in return? Do you want something in return? Do you feel like the power of suggestion as far as giving is going to create a return in my mind? Maybe, maybe not. You said lower the universe. The universe goes in a spiral, or the galaxy of the universe goes in a spiral, deeper within itself. It never raises. People think it raises because that's what they want to think, but it travels in a spiral, in an infinite spiral. If I were in a dream or in a time loop and I did not want it to be a nightmare, I would say raise the universe. I would say that too. So whatever helps you, but that does not mean anything. So if the universe goes in a spiral, it's not a circle. It is an infinite one spiral with infinite dimensions, not one. But it comes through one, that it can only be experienced. I know that's deep, right? If I had something I would draw, but Sasha stole my whiteboard. Oh no, she didn't. It's over here. Duh. She put it back. Haha. So I'm about to go, but after I'll show you this spiral, or the Fibonacci sequence, or whatever you want to call it, which is exactly how the video Thriller was written and recorded. Or yeah. So here's a point. And people say raise the universe, right? As if it has somewhere to go up here. But through force that has got a lot of power, it made me feel like, woo! You know, there's no up. There's only. Now, this up don't stay up. It comes right back around. What, you on the same level as everybody, baby. You see? You right here. This is up. You on the floor. Get on the floor. Dance with me. So up, it ain't up. Up is just the same. Thank you up, but you ain't up. It's whatever helps you through the. It can be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. So here we go. We're traveling through the universe. Oh, when I hit this place, I'm up. Oh, everybody up then. You ain't special. I be up, down, and all around. If you only focus on the up, you miss all of this in between. This is not even the purpose. This up is basically, this point right here is basically what gives you the power to create more. And so when you get up and you up here, you can't do nothing but look down and be like, oh, what did I do? But when you are the purpose or the point, the one, the first dimension. So do what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. You said I'm a Nicki Minaj wannabe, but I'm older than her. I came first, baby. And I didn't get no plastic surgery. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So therefore, I'm the original. I'm an original. I didn't get no nose job. I didn't get no fake chin implant. Michael Jackson did. I didn't bleach my skin. I love Nicki, but I didn't do none of that. She did that. I'm me. Been me. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. And she got a booty though, but I don't, because that's fake too. So she was flat like me, She almost had it right. You said these haters are crazy. I know. I'm older and I had no plastic surgery, but I'm a Nicki Minaj wannabe. That don't make no sense. Look, I'm old and this is me, my original. I have not been under the knife. So, sometimes you have to correct people who think they forgot where they came from. So, yeah, I guess I'll be on. You said people are so rude. They are rude. That's why you have to teach them. You said you wonder who else walks the earth with us. Nobody walks Thanos' earth but Thanos. The nose. Okay. Y'all know what the nose is. The nose. The nose. Thanos. Nose. Noose. Nos. Nos. All I need is one mic. Oh, all I need is one mic. Oh. You said what? Erykah Badu. I met him when I was a little girl. He gave me poetry. He was my first. we kept in touch through his friend Mike. But when the tables turned, we had to break. Whenever I got lonely or needed some advice, he gave me his shoulders. Yeah, I don't know about that Erykah Badu. She a Pisces too. Love of my life. Of. You know what of means? From. Love of means from my life. If we were made in his image, then call us by our name? That makes no sense. She's slick with it. I told you, Erykah Badu is slick. Women. Were women made in men's image? Or was men made in a woman's image? You said every Pisces woman you know is a pick-me. When you go to the grocery store and you want to buy fruit, Or when you go to a tree and you want the best fruit, what do you have to do? It ain't on the ground. Okay? You have to make a conscious effort to climb and choose which fruit you want, which piece of fruit that you would like. And depending on the fruit that you choose, it has all that you like. If you're too lazy to climb a tree and reach to pick that fruit, you will pick up what fell on the ground. So, Pisces are very tricky. You got to be careful with them. That's why, like, if you ever do a Pisces wrong, your life ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad. Don't do it. Because, once they realize what it is, it's a trap. Pisces, let me tell you what Pisces is, a trap. Pisces is a trap. If you think, here's the thing. Pisces is a trap because they're a combination of all the zodiac. All of it. They're everything. So they know what you know, plus what they know. Because Thanos. Okay? They know what you know because Thanos. There we go. You said drink more water. I have 2 drinks. I always have 2 drinks. You say you married to a Pisces, girl. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it a journey? You don't even know what to think anymore. You just think whatever they want you to think. You're like, okay, whatever, okay. Because they are you, you are them. They are you, you are them. You become part of them. You just another part of me. So what I think, you gonna think. Or I can make you think it. But at the same time, that's not what people want. That's not what I want. But that's just what it is. You said both your grandparents are Pisces. Ooh, you special. I bet your mom or dad or whatever was like, has had some type of childhood, huh? You said this some Willy Wonka trivia? Willy Wonka was cool. Willy Wonka, like will energy, Wan, past tense, Wan, Ka is the soul, a part of the soul. Will he win the body? If he already won, does that mean he wins? Or does that mean one as in Wan, like Obi-Wan? It keeps going. I'm telling you, it's a spiral. It never ends. You will never figure it out because you don't know the point where it started. So, in the words of Lauryn Hill, you just lost one. You just lost one. You can't defeat it. Okay. In the words of Michael Jackson, you can't win. You can't break even. Okay. I told y'all Michael Jackson was my guru. Y'all should have listened. Make Michael your guru. And you will see. You will see. Okay? Okay. No matter how many caps you type in, no matter how many try to trick words, I created all of those things. You know, they don't work on the creator. So I'm not saying I'm the creator. I'm saying the energy that resides within me is infinite and is creator energy. And therefore, you can never destroy the creator. You can never destroy the creator. You can only learn from the creator and then implement it in your own lives. If you try anything else, you will become trapped in that creator's endless cycle of creation. Don't do it. Create your own. So like, just like that WandaVision show, if y'all watch WandaVision, if you get in her path or in her way, you become part of her world. Part of my world. Get out of my way. Stay on your own lane. You see, don't try to come in here, because if you get trapped in here, you can't get out. It's over. Okay, you just become part of my world. It's another part of me. If you want to keep your options open, stay in your own world, in your own lane. This world is what is created by the creator. Don't think that the grass is greener on the other side, because you get trapped. This is like a mirror. Okay. So this world is my world. This world is your world. When you look over here, you say, oh, the grass is greener. No, it's not. Because the grass is green over here too. It's just that your perspective, you see it greener, but you don't know that this is a trap. Yeah, I made it look greener so you can come over here. Okay. Just like on the commercials when they make the food look better than it is when you go to get it at the restaurant. They did that so you can come to the restaurant. Duh. Even in the Bible, they say, become fishers of men. Fishers. You know what a fish is? It's a Pisces, the symbol of Pisces. It's two fish, not one. Become fishers. You know, it's not someone who fishes. It's E-R, of. Become of fish. That means be, come. Is, okay, so being is being, and come is a direction or to go into something. Okay. Fishers of fish, men. Become the fish of men. Okay, so if you become a fish of man, you're still a fish. And that means you are a creator. And through man, or through mankind, you have characters for your universe. Okay? That's why the Pisces Vesica is very important. So if you watch that WandaVision, she needed all those people to create her universe. And they seemed happy. They all looked happy. You'd be like, oh, I want to live in that town. But they were really trapped in a nightmare without being able to have a choice in what they were doing. So the grass is not always greener. Right. You can never gain something that always has been, or always is and always was. You can't gain anything. It's just this balance of people keep thinking that they can gain anything, and this is the point. People keep thinking that they can do something, but they're never on top. They're still on the same plane. You're never going to gain anything. You're only going to balance things. You're never going to get higher up because you can't. The only thing that you can imagine in yourself, in your own mind, is getting to the top of a mountain when you're on a treadmill. All you can do is hit the incline button and close your eyes, or look at a screen that has the vision on it that you would like to see. That's all you can really do. Your words mean nothing to certain people, but if it makes you feel better within, then so be it. Okay, that's the best I can tell you. So all this pretend talk or trying to do something talk, it backfires every time, because I will let you know that it's all fake. The words that you're trying to use to feel a certain way are only for your sanity. And that's pretty much it. You know, that's just like me saying, oh, you know, I'm this, I'm that. But when it all comes down to it, whatever helps you sleep at night, I guess. Right. Everything that people are telling me, I already know. Any compliment you have to give has already been given. Doesn't work. So I'll see y'all later. Thank you for watching my video. Gracias. And hopefully the twin energy plus the channel, you know, if you want to create your own, I can tell you how to do that. So stay tuned. That will be on Patreon. Join my Patreon. And that's going to be the next video. In fact, I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. So, how to create your own universe through you, yourself, and only you. This is going to be epic. All right. Adios.